Good morning, everybody. It's 5:07 a.m. on Saturday, the 30th of May. 63 degrees here in Hampstead. Feels very nice outside. I love it when you walk outside. It's kind of the same temperature of the house. Maybe a little cooler, but not, you know. Um, we've got the regular two deliveries today, Lenny's and What a Day. They're both in the van. Let me get my text to speech going. Wake up, Rosie. Wake up, Rosie. Hold on. You know, to get
Connected to YouTube Livestream P7 Qclix08. Connected to YouTube Livestream P7 Qclix08.
there you go. I wish I could change that so that it reads out. Instead of reading that technical jargon, she reads, "Good morning, Craig. I hope you have a great trip." She'd say it twice, but I'd still be okay with that. I don't think I can do that, though, because it says something slightly different each time. Like that little code that it puts in there is my YouTube live stream ID for that particular stream. And I think she reads that out because that's how she is. She's a detail-oriented person. All right, lights on, seatbelts on. Here we go. Get out there, pursue some happiness. Saturday morning, which means it's a commuter level. Let's see, if we had five levels like DEF CON, right? DEF CON, I think the worst one is 1, right? DEF CON 5, you're good. So we're at like a commuter con, commuter con 4. Commuter con 4. Commuter con 1 would be like a backup, horrible traffic. We're going to be late getting to Lenny's, that kind of thing. That would be a Communicon. ComCon? How about ComCon? No, CommuterCon. DEF CON. What does the con part mean, DEF CON? Anyway, I've got a lot to figure out. I'm just coming up with this idea. This is the birth of the Communicon. Commutercon. Commutercon level 4. That's where we are today. 5 means there's absolutely nobody on the road. 5 would be a holiday. 4, Sunday. Maybe Sunday's a 4. Maybe we're 3. Let's go with 3. Today we're going to go with 3. The lower the number, the more intense the commute traffic. All right, commuter count. It needs to look.
Thomas Ramirez says hi. It is 9 a.m. UTC and I'm at woohoo.
Yes, you are. Good morning, Thomas.
At Thomas Ramirez says hi, y'all.
Is today the day? Is your weather going to break? Are you going to get? Are your temperatures going to get back to the normal range today or after today? I keep thinking I think I'm a day ahead of that whenever I think about it. Our weather is holding up to its anticipated sunny, nice weather. It's living up to that the last couple of days. Got a full tank of gas. Sun is coming up. All the technology is working. Can't ask for more than this.
Donna says good morning.
Good morning, Donna. Welcome to Saturday morning. The weekend is here. Yeah, even though I'm not a Monday through Friday person anymore, there's still a certain level of positive energy on Saturday mornings. So many people live on the weekend routine. You can just feel it. Traffic's lighter. People are lighter. Sun is brighter. I don't know about that. I made up the last part.
Thomas Vermeeren says hi. Donna, hi to you. At Donna says thanks for being positive.
Saw a couple of deer on the way up this morning. Not just a couple. I saw a couple little gatherings of deer. They were all just like standing on the side of the road hanging out. I'm really surprised how many deer I'm still seeing.
Thomas Vermeeren says Donna, as Belgian you don't have to worry.
Coffee's good this morning too. I don't know why. Some days. I was listening to a podcast the other day though, and they were saying that coffee's good for you. I do believe coffee is good for you, but if
Thomas Vermeeren
if you
says
put too
nice
much
sunrise.
stuff in it,
Craig.
yeah.
At Donna says going to rain here today.
Oh really? Oh, that's kind of a bummer. I thought we were all having sunny weather for a few days. I thought this clear sky was had a wider range. We're like 63 degrees right now, which feels good. I think we're just going up to the upper 70s. It's one of those days where it feels really warm.
Donna says next week coffee will be bad for us.
Yeah, true. But I think it's the stuff that you put in it, and I do put stuff in it. So, like they were saying, Coffee Mate, like I pump that liquid, I don't know what it is, it's sweetener and creamer combined. And I think that's probably not the healthiest thing to do, but it is it's good. It's good stuff. I mean, I just like it. I can't drink coffee black. I would if I could, but it's just not. I can't drink it black. I don't really like artificial sweeteners. I don't like the way they taste. Like I can definitely tell the difference.
Anna says, do you like flavorings?
Yeah, definitely. My favorite basic flavoring is the sweet cream.
Thomas Vermeeren says rain and thunder also to come. At some Belgian place almost happened. We are at sunny at Metropole Antwerpen nearby. We have rain and thunder later on today.
Ah, so the rain and the thunderstorms are probably going to bring the temperatures down, right? So maybe is today the last day of your heat wave? Hopefully.
Anna says I like hazelnut.
Yeah, sometimes I'll do. I do. Some places just call it sweet cream. Some call it Italian sweet cream. That's my go-to. Sometimes I do the one that has coconut in it. Occasionally I do hazelnut. Sometimes vanilla. And if I drink Dunkin' Donuts coffee, I really don't use a flavoring. Because I think Dunkin' Donuts, whatever, if you order a Dunkin' Donuts with cream and sugar, it has a flavor. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't have like a vanilla or one of those kind. But it, Dunkin' Donuts definitely has a distinctive flavor. It's good. I like it, but I don't put anything on top of that.
Anna says I know what you mean. At Thomas.Vermeeren says no more. Swole, after. I don't know the English word for it and VA is my thing. Hi.
We had all our rainy weather last week. It started right before Memorial Day weekend, and then it lasted into like Tuesday, maybe. This weekend, this is going to be a really good weather weekend down here in Maryland.
Thomas.Vermeeren says Craig. How gonna be your day today, man?
It's going to be good. Today will be a good day. We've got the regular deliveries. So I've got Lenny's and What a Day. They're both pretty good sized deliveries. So they must be anticipating a good day of business. And then after that, I'll be in the bakery for a little while, probably till 12. I think I was there till 1:30 yesterday. I'll probably be there till noon to 1.
Says, and do you think the sign will be fixed?
No, I hope not, because I didn't put the challenge together yet. Yesterday.
Thomas.Vermeeren says Craig. Chillax with yup used to.
Just chilling out. No, yesterday afternoon when I got home, while I was at the bakery, I took some video of Morgan. She was decorating a cake and she was making flowers. Like, I just think it's kind of cool the way they make a flower. They have this little flat platformy. It's like, it looks like a giant thumbtack, right? So she holds it with, underneath, but it's just got this flat top, and then she creates a flower on top of it. And so I want to create a short showing her making flowers.
That says very artistic.
And I took some
Thomas
film of that
Vermeeren
yesterday.
says chillax is hybrid of chilling and relaxing all in one.
That's true. It's a very specific level of relaxation. But I took the film and then I started looking through it. Yeah, I don't know whether I have the right angle. Like I have some good footage of it. I might do it anyway, but I didn't want to do like a. So she's making the flour and then she's placing it on a cake. She was making a cake for somebody's 60th wedding anniversary. But I didn't get a picture of the cake when it was done. So I was starting to play with this.
Anna says sometimes ashamed to eat it 'cause so pretty.
I know, that's true. And this cake was, you know, it was tiered. So it had a couple tiers. It had a wedding cake kind of look to it, like that design, you know, structure. And she's putting flowers around it, but I feel like I should have filmed it from when she started icing it until she was completely done. And I really just kind of jumped in the middle and took a couple videos of her making a flower. So if I do create a short, it's going to be very, very short because it's just the flower part, which is still interesting. I could like do it in slow motion.
Vermeeren says, Greg, do you also have a sugar-free line too?
They don't really have a sugar-free line. They have a gluten-free line. But so they do sell some gluten-free products, but they don't really do anything with sugar-free. We're all sugar all the time. Yeah, we don't have. I think when you start baking with artificial sweeteners and things, it can be expensive and difficult. Some of that doesn't act exactly the same if you're using it. And I'm actually saying that from my own personal experience at home making stuff, not.
Vermeeren says sugar-free also big at Belgian bakeries. Donna says it's tricky.
Yeah, it's tricky. That's a good way to put it. So yeah, we don't really have. I think I've heard a couple people ask about it, but there's not a high demand for sugar-free in the bakery. You could put sweet and low in your coffee if you're buying a coffee. So I wanted to go down Reisterstown Road today. We're going the business route again today because I want to see what Raising Cane looks like. I think we're getting close. On the internet, it said their opening day was the 3rd of June. The 3rd of June. So I believe that's next Wednesday. I can't believe that it's June already.
Donna says because sugar weighs so much more.
Yeah, because that probably is a lot of it. I mean, that's true. And I think when you get to stuff like Sweet and Low and Equal and all that stuff, those substitutes they weigh less and yeah, the volume is much less. I mean, if you pick up a Sweet and Low package or what's the other stuff called? Equal, all that kind of stuff. When you pick them up, yeah, they weigh nothing. And they're stronger. Like a tiny little bit of Sweet and Low is all you need.
It says I use stevia, which is a natural leaf.
Oh yeah.
Vermeeren says lot of sugar-free assortment at Belgian stores proxy. 1,000 m squared market. 35,000 square meters our own ones.
Yeah, I mean, in the U.S., there are a lot of sugar-free products, but It is. It's. We're all sugar. I think sugar's okay if you manage it. I don't think it's really bad for you if you keep it under control, but it's so addictive that it's very hard to keep under control. Like once you eat a little bit, you want more and more. At least that's my experience with it. Like I have to stay away from it. Most of the time in the bakery when I'm working, I'm not. I just know myself. I'm not very good at just like sampling things. Once I eat something, I'm no good. I start
Donna
eating.
says I like honey too. At Donna says all things in moderation.
Yeah, honey's good. I like honey. There's that liquidy. What's it called?
Thomas Vermeeren
Guava.
says honey is sugar. Better to use sucralose instead of sugar, by the way.
Well, yeah. I guess it depends on what your goal is. What's that other? There's a.
Says agave.
That's it. Agave. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've used that before. Actually, if I'm just going to put regular sugar and cream, regular cream, not flavored, in a coffee, I like to use that sugar that comes in the raw, the brown packages. I think it has sort of is it maple? It has a flavor to it, very, very mild flavor. I don't know if maple is the right way to describe that, but I like.
Thomas Vermeeren
like
says
that.
agave is also sugar. At Donna says my mom lived to 99 and ate it all but healthy too. At Thomas Vermeeren says stevia is very good, Donna.
Yeah, stevia is good. Stevia is a good one. Then the other. The other artificial sweeteners. Do they still call them artificial sweeteners? I think they try to get away from that title. I mean, it is what they are. But
Thomas Vermeeren says stevia lines also at Bell. Thomas Vermeeren says nice place at Craig.
yeah, we're heading down the business route. This is the way we went yesterday. So next Wednesday, we'll see if they're opening this Raising Cane. The one thing the website, I thought the website was going to come eventually post the first 100 people get a coupon for a free meal or something. And I didn't see that. Here we go. Let's see what's going on. Let's check it out. So here we are.
Anna says, have you ever ate at another Raising Cane's?
I have. So there's one that's the sign. You see, they've got everything ready. Drive-through billboards look like they're ready to roll. but I didn't see anything on the internet that said anything about if you get anything free. Maybe there'll be a sign here. Oh, there you go. See this? Here we go. There's the sign. Change opening, grand opening Wednesday, June 3rd. So check that out. It is now Saturday, so we are 5 days to go. And I don't know. We'll just have to see if they. I keep going back to the web page.
Thomas Vermeeren says mixed stevia leaves are great to use.
The internet said that they're opening on the 3rd, but it said come back for more details. So I'm going to try to find out what they're doing. Because sometimes if they get really creative and they have a giveaway, then you get people that kind of camp out overnight. I want to try to catch that if it happens.
Anna says my town does not have chain restaurant except Dunkin'.
Wow. So you have a Dunkin' Donuts, but you don't have a McDonald's? Wow. I mean, I don't really eat at McDonald's, but I can't imagine a town. That's usually the first one that moves in and the last one that moves out. Others come and go.
Thomas Vermeeren says Donna, come to Bell, lot of places for meals here. At Donna says next town over does.
Oh, okay. How about Chick-fil-A? You have a Chick-fil-A in the town, the close town? I used to really love Chick-fil-A. I like Chick-fil-A. They have good food. Their people are very nice. So they have pretty consistently high customer service at Chick-fil-A.
Anna says, oh, we have lots of places to eat, but no chains.
And that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. I prefer to eat if I'm visiting a town. I like to go out of my way to find local places to eat. I once went, many years ago, I went on a trip with my mom to Colorado. And we just like drove around to see the sights. But for the whole trip, we just ate at local diners. I mean, I think we might have had a couple of, sit-down restaurant type meals, but for like breakfast and lunch and stuff, we would find a local diner. It's pretty cool. The little towns out west.
Thomas Vermeeren says Bell have their own Bell chicken. At Donna says yes, people in my town really support independent businesses.
That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Oh, there's a bird. Bird next to that car. Checking out. Whoa! Did you see that? He came flying right over here. He must have heard me talking about him. I don't know if that showed up in the film. But I pull up, I mention the bird, and he comes flying right at us. All right. Let me go in. and get the rack.
Vermeeren says also beer no chain resto also to it bell.
Parked over one spot. Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good? Huh?
You good?
Oh, I thought you. Should I tell them the sign's out? You? Good morning. How are you?
Oh, boy.
That must have been what he was looking at. So after he opened the door for me, he was like staring outside, wondering what he was looking at, and I think it was probably one of the employees was being dropped off. Did you guys see that? Did the car go by while I was? Man, I love this weather. 60 degrees. Oh, the glove's gone, by the way. For any of our glove enthusiasts. All right, here we go. Look at that, just sitting. It's not mine. I didn't do that. All right, so there's Lenny's sign. It's still. What's going on over here? Okay, still that one. It's Lenny's sign. So I'll probably use that for the picture that I grabbed for the contest. I was wondering whether I should say anything to him, but I don't want to test. You know what I mean?
Vermeeren says donut chocolates no European. Not especially Bell and Belgian are very open-minded and very positive.
I thought Belgian people love chocolate. Isn't that a thing? I read that on the internet. Thomas, we know you're over there with a bonbon. Right now. Bonbons, are they French? Sounds French. A bonbon. Danish. They got, how many Danish? They got a lot today. 44 Danishes today. 44 Danishes. And they got a lot of chocolate top cookies too. 100. I mean, this must be one of their big sellers. I know that we sell a lot of these. That's the chocolate top cookies. Got them all wrapped up there. They're a big hit. It's basically just like eating the icing on the cake. Sort of. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. Saturday morning.
Yes, sir.
Another weekend. That's true. It's going to be a nice weekend, though. Bagels. They're kind of known for their bagels. All right, have a good one. Definitely smell like an onion bagel or a everything bagel or something. It's one of their.
We have all types here. I try to get along with all of them, but sometimes not easy.
Look, no glove, no glove. The glove is gone. But that sign. I forgot to look. Yesterday I was going to go back and see if I could find when it's first was noticeable. Like, I don't know if it was a month ago, a week ago. I don't know how long the light has been out. So I was going to look that up before I put the contest together. See, this is what happens. I start working on it. I'm like, oh, well, then I got to find that. So then I start going back on my videos looking for something, looking for the delivery to Lenny's to see if the light was on. So I started going back a few days. It has been off for a few days. Then I was going to go, okay, every week until I found them, until I could pinpoint exactly when the light went out. And then I got distracted with something else. I probably found some other video that I'm very easily distracted. All right, here we go. Oh, look, here's my country music. So Lenny's has been delivered, and we are on our way to what a day. Gym must be closed because nobody's down there working out. I don't think they're open on Saturday mornings, which is really weird. If you're going to join a gym, wouldn't you want it to be open on the weekends? Maybe they just open later. Maybe. Every time I hear the song, I don't want to do my yeehaw. Hang on, I got to do it. It has to come out. I have to do it. Yeehaw! As soon as I do that, we pass, 3 police cars went by. I hope it's not against the law to yeehaw. Is it against the law to yeehaw? Hopefully not, y'all.
I can't remember, and it all makes sense for getting the sign.
That's
Thomas Vermeeren says yippee.
a good point. Rudy, the big horse.
Thomas says yippee.
Yippee. Yippee. Oh my goodness. Look at all those deer. There's like, hold on. We got to look at this. It's unusual. It's crazy. Do you see all the deer in this field? It's totally nuts. Hold on, guys. Hold on. They're all spread out too. don't know if you're going to see them. See them all? All those little brown things are deer. A little brown thing. But look at them all. And now focusing on nearby grass instead of the deer. It's unbelievable. I feel like I'm in. They're all over the place. The whole family.
Anna says it's a herd.
It is a herd. Have you heard? It's a herd. It's crazy. And they're all just like spread out. I think that's kind of cool. They seem very unimpressed by.
Thomas
Right.
Vermeeren says nice nature at Craig's.
Phew, I'm telling you. I love animals. So you tell them. Okay. All right, here we go. Guess I could just go from here.
Anna says very unusual to see that many.
I know. All right, here we go.
Thomas Vermeeren says herd in Standard Netherlands.
Look, there's one right here by the road. See? He's looking at us. He's unfazed. Cute little guy. Oh, there he goes. Now they're like, what's going on? Has he got antlers starting? This one's got antlers going in. Oh man. As soon as I get here.
Anna says saw my first coyote in person the other day. Scary.
Yeah, coyote. I think I would be a little scared about a coyote. Yeah, he's getting some. I could watch animals for days. I like their tails. That one's got a kind of a nice tail. Anyway, all right. I guess I gotta work now. I could sit there and look at them for.
Thomas Vermeeren says, beautiful beasts.
I know, they're so cute. All right, turn around now. Oh, there's a bunny. We got more nature. More nature. Probably gonna spook this bunny. Sam.
Anna says that's how they attract mate.
What? The antlers? All right, here we go. We get back on it. That was pretty cool. There have to be at least, I don't know, 20 or more deer in that field.
Anna says tail.
Showing a little tail in my videos these days. All right, guys. Now I'm at peace. I'm at peace with the world. What's up here? Something in the road. Something in the road. What is it? Okay. kind of the amazing thing though is they might be there a lot. Like when we go by that spot, you never know it because it's usually dark. I mean, that's kind of the funny thing is they might be there all the time, but I just don't see them because the sun's not up yet. They're creeping around and we don't know it. Yeah, I don't know if I wouldn't want to run into an animal that could kill me. That's probably the best way to put it. I mean, are they dangerous? Like if you see a cougar or a mountain lion, well, I don't know. Do we have mountain lions? I mean, I think bears can be kind of scary too.
Thomas Vermeeren says hi to all viewers too. Anna says don't want to find out.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I got paranoid about bears once because I took my dog to Skyline Drive. Skyline Drive is the strip of mountains in Virginia. It's probably only about an hour, maybe an hour and a half from here. Well, from my house, or maybe 2 hours from here. But so there's Skyline Drive, and then it goes into the Blue Ridge Mountains. So it kind of goes up and down the East Coast, but it starts in that. I guess that's considered Northern Virginia. And so I took Andy, was my dog at the time. I took Andy, went down there, got a hotel that took pets. I was kind of excited we were going to go on a road trip. So I took him down, and then we were driving along, got out of the car a couple
Vermeeren
times.
says woohoo to y'all.
But I was afraid that if I was on a trail with Andy in the woods, in the mountains, and we came across an animal like a bear, I know Andy would want to run over to the bear.
Thomas Vermeeren says nice houses at the left.
Yeah, the houses to the left, now they look huge. They are townhouses. So it's really multiple houses. You know what I mean? So I think people would refer to those as townhomes. But yeah, they are pretty cool. The sun is behind us.
Anna says Andy would want to protect you. At Thomas Vermeeren says beautiful architectures.
Yeah, see, Andy would like bark. He'd bark and get all excited. And I didn't want to have, he wouldn't be like pulling away. He wouldn't be like trying to run like I would be doing. He would, like you said, he'd probably try to protect me. So he'd be like going toward the bear And so I walked for a little while with him in the woods, but like we didn't go on any terribly long hikes because I started worrying about that. Like I had that whole.
Thomas.Vermeeren says don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh, so this is going to be, this school next to us is going to be the Deer Park. Thank you, Thomas, for those reminders. That's nice. This is an elementary school they're building. It's going to be called Deer Park Elementary School. I don't know what that covered, like that area right there, it's covered. I don't know what that's going to be unless maybe it's where the school buses will drop off kids. I mean, it looks kind of modern institutional kind of building, right? It doesn't have a real friendly feel to it to me. But we'll see what it looks like when they're done. They're not done yet, so maybe they'll warm it up a little bit. I think, unfortunately, they have to build schools these days with security in mind. So it's probably like a little mini fortress. Oh, see, there's a lady. If I was doing my cookie giveaways, that would have been the perfect opportunity. Donna, what time does your Dunkin' Donuts open up? Most of the Dunkin' Donuts around here are very, very early. Like, I think I have a Dunkin' Donuts near my house that opens at 4 or 4:30. Might be 4:30.
Anna says don't know. Yes, pro baby, very early.
I always find this big chicken. Big chicken on the left. Big chicken on the left. It's not a restaurant, so I'm not sure why it's a big chicken. I got to figure that out.
Anna says I make my own coffee in the morning.
I do. Well, I don't when I'm driving. When I get home, I usually make coffee. What kind of maker do you have? I do a Mr. Coffee. I have a little Mr. Coffee machine. Ooh, there was another whole group of deer on the left. I'm not going to go back there now. But there were. Oh, he's crossing the road. Uh-oh, that's not good. I think there were a bunch of them. All right, we're going to go look. We got a little bit of time. We got a couple of minutes. Let's do it. Nobody's on the road.
Thomas.Vermeeren says I like the French pastel at the houses and the natural colors. Also common at New School Belgium nowadays also, to the natural coloring architectures and so amazing to see in it. Belgium only Duncan is named. At Donna says to pour over true cone no machine. At Thomas.Vermeeren says a Duncan at the biggest shopping center of Bell too.
All right, there were a bunch of deer on the road up here. I think he crossed over. Let's see if he's still here. I don't see him anymore. All right, let's do this. Missed him. Oh, there they go. Well, they're back there. I just saw one run into the woods, but there were like 5 or 6 of them there. I think I could be a very successful deer hunter if I could be a deer hunter. I wouldn't be a deer hunter. I wouldn't want to shoot an animal. I know we had the bug discussion yesterday. I'm okay with killing bugs.
Ramirez says I never tried Dunkin'.
Oh, Thomas, you got to give it a try. Look, I'm going to try to find a chicken donut. And so if I can find a chicken donut and eat it, then I think you need to find a Dunkin' Donuts and get some coffee. Do you drink coffee? I mean, I realize it's kind of hot there right now, so you probably don't feel like coffee. But if I eat a chicken donut, you need to get a Dunkin' Donuts. You should get a coffee if you drink coffee. If you don't drink coffee, you can get a donut. Even though I don't normally encourage people to buy donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. Their donuts are not that great, though. I know I'm ruining my sponsorship, but coffee is great. Their donuts, eh. I mean, they're okay. I like the French cruller. If I'm going to get a donut, I get the French curler. Curler? Is that how you say it? I never feel like I'm saying that right.
Thomas Ramirez says okay for coffee sugar-free, and PKs in Mahart and maybe chicken donuts at Food Lion, the Belgian-style store at the USA Way.
I've never seen them, but
Anna says I like munchkins.
Oh yeah, munchkins are good. Yeah. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, munchkins are very good. It was a great idea when they came up with that.
Anna says variety.
Dunkin' Donuts has been around for a long time.
Thomas Ramirez says I like Starbucks Americano too. So maybe next month the Vanagem Shopping Center 4 Dunkin' no donuts in our name, so we only Domino's with O Pizza in the name too.
I like Starbucks. I do like Starbucks. I mean, like right now, the coffee that I have at home is Starbucks. So I do like the flavor of Starbucks coffee, not the super dark ones, but what's the one? I think the one I have is called Pikes Peak. Pikes. Is that what it's called? Pikes Peak? Something like that. I've been to Pike. Is it Pikes Peak? I've been to the mountain in Colorado that's a little south of Denver. I think that's called Pikes Peak, right? I've been to the top of that mountain.
Anna says I don't like Starbucks. Tastes bird to me.
Yeah, it has a very...
At Thomas Vermeeren says, but
flavor.
Food Locker is good too and nowadays owned by Dick's.
Foot Locker is owned by Dick's? I didn't know that. I guess it makes sense. But Dick's has a whole shoe section in it. Says
Thomas
Wendy's.
Vermeeren says Donna, more Starbucks for US. Hee 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 hee.
We've got a lot of Starbucks. I remember watching them spread out around the country. There's some joke. I heard somebody tell a joke once about
Anna says, but you like the atmosphere. At Thomas Vermeeren says we have Sports Direct, no Dick's Sporting Goods.
oh, yeah, we've got the Dick's Sporting Goods.
Anna says, and they do have good tea.
They do. Yeah, their fancy drinks are pretty like I used to just get a latte whenever if I ever was with people and we were going to Starbucks, I would just get a latte. But what was I going to say? Oh, I heard a comedian one time say, he had a joke. He said, yeah, that in his neighborhood they were opening a new Starbucks, and it's inside an existing Starbucks. Like there's so many Starbucks sometimes when you walk around downtown. He said they were opening a Starbucks inside a Starbucks. There's so many of them.
Thomas Vermeeren says Sports Direct is from UK and Starbucks also do T&D.
Guy that built the Starbucks
Thomas Vermeeren says we also Decathlon from Fraud to Like It USA too.
was it's a pretty good success story. The guy that started ran Starbucks for a while. I think he left or tried to leave Starbucks. Whoever was running it, I can't think of his name right now. I think I might be thinking of the wrong story, but feel like he left, but then they were starting to decline. He saw the business was starting to decline quite a bit, so he went back in and got things straightened out again. I think. I wish I could remember his name. Starbucks guy. Oh, did you all see on the? I saw it.
Scott Vermeeren says Decathlon USA exists too.
Decathlon. Is that that's a type of race? Is that a store in Belgium? I mean, maybe we have them too. I haven't heard of them though. Did you all see? I saw a YouTube clip about apparently a few days ago they were trying to shoot off a rocket. Is it called Blue Horizon? This is the Jeff Bezos space company. But they were trying to shoot this rocket off down in Florida.
Thomas Vermeeren says Decathlon also a big store at Bell 2 off course.
Oh, it's a store? I haven't heard of that store.
At Donna says Howard Schultz.
Yeah. He's the Starbucks guy. Yes. Very interesting guy. A very good success story. But the rocket in Florida a few days ago that blew up, if you haven't seen that, you should look it up. It's a pretty massive explosion. Nobody was hurt. But it blew up on the launch pad. And it was just
Thomas Vermeeren says Jeff from Amazon, also a huge distribution center of it at Metropole Antwerp too.
Oh yeah, well Amazon is like. Oh, speaking of Amazon, I got my little speaker yesterday. It's kind of crazy. What Amazon just amazes me. I don't know how they do it. So last night when I was taking my contacts, or yesterday afternoon late, taking my contacts out, and I'm like, oh, I'm almost out of contact, the eye solution. So I go on Amazon. I'm like, do I want to go to the store and pick it up, or I have enough for tomorrow morning, meaning this morning. So I go online and I look it up, and it just says it'll be there between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. Like today. Like it's
Thomas Vermeeren says the Dutch have Bull and Cool Blue.
The Dutch have Bull. What is that? Bowl and Cool Blue. I don't know what they are, Thomas. What's that?
Thomas Vermeeren says also huge internet stores.
Oh, so that's like Amazon? Look, every time the girl that's been opening the door lately, every time she does, I'm like staring at my phone, reading your text. All right, I'll be right back. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Morning.
I'm good.
Another day.
Another day. Where's that trash can? That parking lot. Ooh, sun. The sun is bright.
Express, Donna. At Thomas Vermeeren says Temu.
All right, let's take you out. Let's get out. out. Get out of there. All right, I'm going to put you back here because the sun is quite bright. Let's go here, here, here. There we go. All right. I like it. Look at this rogue muffin. Like, what's it doing there? All right. Saturday, it's going to be busy in there. We got there. We got us. Still got. He must be expecting to be very busy today, which is good. It's going to be nice. He's got a lot of people. Where this restaurant is, I'm sure it picks up a lot of people that are going to go out on a day trip, drive by, get some. Oh, look, by the way. Oh, you're not going to be able to read this. It's going to read. See, this is why I want to have the camera so it's not mirrored, because look, I got my branded now. I got my Bertuco's shirt. I just got it yesterday. I've got 4 of them, actually. Ah, look at that. I would show you my back, but I'll do it when I have the camera turned around. I'll do it again. Look at that. There they are. Fruity Pebbles. Good morning. The girl's like, there's that weird guy that delivers the donuts and talks to himself. She probably does. She probably thinks I'm weird.
That most things I can go out and buy. That says finally.
Yeah, I got my new shirt. So there's. I love this. Cinnamon buns. I was just like, oh, and here we go. Guess how many coconut mini Danish we have? Just guess. Guess. Go ahead. Here it comes. You ready? Ready? The big reveal. How many coconut mini Danish are there going to be? Any guesses? 2, of course. They travel in pairs. It's their native. All right, let's go take this in. Let's take it in. See, now I have more incentive to figure out that camera so that it doesn't use the mirror effect. Because I've got my shirt. You got to be able to read my shirt. You guys are loaded up today.
Happy Tuesday.
There we go. All right, guys. Have a good one. Come here, come here. All right. There's that. Let's grab you. Come here, come here.
That says just like Canadian geese, the Danish travel in pairs. And Thomas Vermeeren says Donna SC asterisk 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 N. My living place is rich with many factories.
Yeah, I think geese are travel in 3s.
That says hi there, Donna and Thomas. At Thomas.Vermeeren says hey to Gigi.
We had a deer herd sighting this morning, Janet. It was maybe 15 minutes ago, but look, now that I've turned the camera around, I'll go show you my back. Like, I'll try to pretend like I'm modeling. Anyway, we saw like 20 deer in this field. I mean, you would think that I'm working in Wyoming or something. All right. All deliveries are made. We don't need gas.
Thomas.Vermeeren says you can see and repeat in chatting IRL. At Donna says very cool. At Gigionet says great logo.
It is, right? Now I match the van. I told Jennifer now I won't feel quite so weird when I'm like banging on the window at Lenny's. You know, I won't look like a hooligan trying to start trouble. I'm on official bakery business now. I have to remember though, like if I'm wearing this shirt and I stop at Walmart, I got to remember. I have to show, you know, I can't do anything stupid. Because I'm representing.
Anna says tell bakery we love the teas.
I will pass that message along. I'm gonna have to see how, you know, I have the, I know I keep talking about the suspenders. I haven't put them on. I mean, I have, but I haven't worn them. They're going to block part of the logo. So now I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about that.
Thomas.Vermeeren says Pizza Hut with different logo also at Bell 2, not at NLD, Netherlands.
Pizza Hut, yeah, Pizza Hut updated its logo. You mean the one that just sort of looks like sort of a red zigzaggy thing, but it's the roof? It's like their red roof traditional logo, but it kind of has a zigzag at the bottom. If I'm thinking of the same logo. Everybody kind of went through that phase where they tried to...
Thomas.Vermeeren says and McDo a green background at Europe.
Everybody tried to like simplify their logos. Every now and then you get the pushback though. Do you have Cracker Barrels over in... It's a restaurant. I'm gonna think you probably don't, but there's a restaurant chain in Maryland, and there's a restaurant chain in America called Cracker Barrel, and it's pretty old. It's been around for a long time. It's usually along a highway.
It says remember when Cracker Barrel tried to update theirs.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So they tried to make it look more modern. You know, a lot of people are trying to get their logos to be modern and plain. Didn't go over very well. People like that old guy sitting on the porch.
Thomas Vermeeren says emblems are the picture signs, the logos are th letter signs.
Thomas, I can't imagine you don't have Cracker Barrels in Belgium, do you? I can't imagine you would.
Activionet says I think they ended up not changing the logo because of the backlash.
Yeah, I think you're right. They were changing the logo, and they were also gonna change the restaurant furniture and stuff. And they were gonna try to make it a little more modern. I don't know if they're doing that part or not. But there's some places like that you're better off not changing.
Thomas Vermeeren says logos, lettersing, and emblems are a picture sign. Activionet says same with Bud Light. I think that chief marketing officer lost her job.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, remember Coke?
Thomas Vermeeren says Ford, GM also at Bell too.
Like nobody took the lesson learned from Coca-Cola many years ago. Where like there are certain things that you just can't, it doesn't work if you try to change it. It is hard to tell though whether you're one of those things or not, you know? I mean, sometimes it's good.
Activionet says new Coke just didn't work out.
No.
At Thomas Vermeeren says Coke doesn't taste the same around the globe.
That's true. I mean, when they started talking about sugar and Coke, the fact that the Coke in the U.S., they were using other sweeteners like high fructose corn syrup and stuff. And for what
Thomas says right, should we test marketing?
Yeah. That's very true. I mean, it's always kind of smart to like change it, maybe take do surveys, even something. I mean, I'm sure that idea looks great to somebody. And that's not a bad thing. Whoever it looks good to, they're trying to be creative. But there are certain things out there that you just can't change. But I don't know how you tell what those things are, you know? Like, look at all the restaurants that have updated their logos. Something about Cracker Barrel. It just didn't work. I don't understand that. But, yeah.
Anna says, but sometimes no risk, no gain. At Thomas Vermeeren says stevia Coke. The green ones also flopped. Every region have a different way of taste. He also many USA snack different around the globe too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, actually, Donna, it is true. And if you think about it, Cracker Barrel probably got more publicity from all the hype than they would have if it had just, if they updated their logo, and nobody said anything, and they just went about their business. It wouldn't have had the same effect. I bet you they got more business because there was a big blow up.
Seaman says, damn, I almost missed this.
Hey, Moxie Man. How are you doing? Happy Saturday.
Anna says, look at the Pet Rock and Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
knew?
I had a Pet Rock. I don't think I still have it, but I wish I did, because it's probably worth a lot of money now. But I did have a Pet Rock. Mood rings. Remember mood rings? I had one of them. Now you have an app. Instead of a mood ring, you can probably get an app on your phone that'll tell you what mood you're in.
Thomas Vermeeren says, hi Moxie, also welcome here too.
Moxie, what have you been up to?
Seaman says, I did have one.
I might still have my mood ring. Pet Rock. That is so funny. Somebody made a lot of money off of that. Putting a rock
Seaman says, doctors in court.
inside a box and selling it. I mean, who would have thought that would be make money? It's so simple. I wonder, did Westminster have their parade?
Seaman says, I had a 27-year warrant for a seatbelt. Finally, a judge called me from Lower County and asked me if I wanted it thrown out. Law.
How many years? Why wouldn't you want it thrown out? Like, why would that be? I wonder why he'd even have to ask
Anna
that
says,
question.
and I am imagining small investment to start.
Yeah. See a field with a bunch of rocks. Wow. That sun is very bright. You can't see that. Whoa, we got a green light. I don't know if we're going to make it. Are we going to make it? Are we going to make it? I think we are. Wow, there you go. All right, so Wise is down to
Thomas Vermeeren says,
$3.94.
nice son. At Moxieman says that you were shopped over $25 law.
That Y station was $3.94. That's the same price BJ's was yesterday. So the prices are starting to come down here in Maryland. Moxie Man, how's your weather been up there in Chicago? Are you getting nice weather? We had a week of rain. Unfortunately, it was right over the Memorial Day weekend, but we had a pretty good stretch of rainy weather. And now we've earned our several days of sun. Sunny, nice weather for like a week. A week and beyond.
Vermeeren
We got
says
an animal.
nowadays also the traffic light poles, the high one item style like at Craig's.
The power line poles. I mean, do you ever think about how much work has gone into all this? Like all the roads that we drive on, the power lines that are all over the place. I guess newer neighborhoods, when they build neighborhoods nowadays, do they put the power lines underground? Is that how it usually works? I remember thinking when I was little that someday they were going to put all the power lines underground, but I don't see them really changing. Like I think they're doing that new. I've seen them doing it in new developments, but I haven't seen them go through an old development and put the power lines underground. I wonder if that's even a thought anymore. I don't really understand how electricity works. I'm sitting here, I'm riding along looking at the telephone poles since I just mentioned them a minute ago, and I'm just thinking, I have no idea how that really works. Like if I ever went back in time, I would be a useless person to advance society because I would be able to talk about stuff we have, but I wouldn't be able to explain how it happens. Secret Service snowman and the choir boys.
Thomas Vermeeren says that the poles like a capital Greek letter gamma, that 1 4 traffic light new school 2 at Belgium 4 traffic lights. At Gigionet says you've given us a lot to think about.
I know. Well, welcome to my head. This is what I do. I'm looking for the last house on the left back there frequently has a cat sleeping on one of its cars. And I've never said anything. I occasionally notice it, but I'm gonna try to get a picture of that one day. The cat that sort of hangs out and sleeps on the cars.
Thomas Vermeeren says it looks like Santa with Kano at his height.
Yeah, Santa. We've still got a very
Thomas Vermeeren says that kind of Santa in this sun.
Santa in the sun, sort of a tropical Santa. So weird. Like if you live in Australia, Christmas has always been a summer holiday. And it's just so.
Thomas says when the power goes out, I am reminded how dependent we are.
Yeah, on these little poles.
At Thomas Vermeeren says Santa from Hawaii, USA.
You don't think he's in the North Pole? Does he live in the Hawaii during the off season? The sun is very bright.
Thomas Vermeeren says, but at Hawaii he comes at a Kano.
Maybe instead of reindeer, he has some kind of aquatic creature. Aquatic creature. We got a runner. We got a runner. Here we go.
Oxyman says I hope I can get back in time running to the gas station a few blocks away for 2 coffee AMD a prepackaged donut the really hard
Look, we
roast
got two
kind.
runners. Why
At
is
Thomas
everybody running?
Vermeeren says based at Sinterklaas and his Boad.
I wonder. It's weird. I wonder if there's people. So we had 2 people in the street running. Now the question is, are they just? Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence that they're running together? Is it just by, or do they know each other, but one person runs a little faster than the other? Or do they not know each other at all?
Oxyman says jog offs.
Maybe they don't know each other at all, and the person is chasing the person in the front. Maybe this is actually a slow motion horror movie go right in front of our eyes. Maybe the person in front is being chased by the person behind.
Inet says haha at Moxie.
I didn't see any more. If I'd seen any more people, I would have thought maybe there's kind of race going on this morning.
Thomas Vermeeren says feels a Euro road but in the USA way.
Or maybe it's a USA
Inet says
road.
maybe we were witnessing a crime.
Exactly. I mean, the good thing is that potentially the victim in that crime
Anna says I am being to get worried about Craig. LOL.
has a pretty good lead. If it is a crime, the one in front has a pretty good lead on the one behind. So if they're running from that person, they're doing pretty good so far. I'm not worried for their safety yet. Cows.
Thomas Vermeeren says in P. And I do my daily 2 hours of walking. Euro road means European road.
Yes. So we have a U.S. road in the European
Oxyman says,
style.
truth be told, most criminals near 6 a.m. lol 2 reasons light and cop shift changes.
Is that true? Is that like a fun fact? I learned that the prison in Baltimore City lets its people out at around 6 or 6:30. Like, if you're going to get released from prison in Baltimore, it's probably going to happen around 6 or 6:30 p.m. And I learned that because I ran into a person who had just been released.
Oxyman says yes.
That's a long story. That's another story for another day. But I did learn the fact that prison releases occur in the early evening hours.
Scott Vermeeren says European style, but in the USA way done.
European style in the USA way. How do you know it's not the USA style in the European way? Cal's very close to us. I got a car right behind me. All right, go slower. I can't go slower. Oh, we had a little baby with his mother right there. Oh, here's another whole bunch. We got a pack. We're very on the road today. Of course, they picked a day when I got somebody right behind me, so I can't go slow. Does that Walmart have a spot? I think I've passed this all these days. Do they have a spot back there where like you can tie up your horse? Is that for the Amish people? Have you ever noticed that? We're gonna have to look at that tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. Yeah. So I do go by there. I go by there twice. I think that's Jackie's Jeep. Is it? I don't know.
Thomas Vermeeren says at Bell, indeed some things in USA style in the European way done, of course. At Thomas Vermeeren says like Metropole Antwerp versus NYC cause of that history.
It's true. They're also Pennsylvania Dutch. You know, I was thinking about that the other day. Here's another thing. I hate to throw another thought into my wacky morning, but Pennsylvania Dutch. Now, they have a German, right? Pennsylvania Dutch, I think like a Dutch-German kind of history. Where are they? And are they different? They're different than Amish.
At Gigionet says yes, they do tie their horses up there. At
Do they?
Gigionet says I've seen the Amish folks use it.
Oh, that's cool. I want to see that one day. I've never noticed that until just now. I looked at it. But anyway, there's something out there called Pennsylvania Dutch. Pennsylvania Dutch country. Where is it? Why is it?
Gigionet says,
Who is
haven't
it?
you given us enough to think about for
I
one
know.
day?
We'll save the Dutch.
Anna says word mispronounced.
What? What was mispronounced? Did I mispronounce something? Anyway, we'll save the Pennsylvania Dutch for another day. I feel like I'm in overload. All right, guys. It is Saturday morning. We're done. Great morning. Thank you all for joining. There's a deer episode at the beginning, maybe an hour ago, if you want to see a nature scene. And tomorrow's Sunday, so I'll be on at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Thomas Vermeeren says so, guys.
One
See
delivery.
you tomorrow also too. We are between NLD Frot DEU, so Bell is very mixed up NLD Frot DEU.
Okay.
At Donna says have good day all.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Thomas. I don't understand the end of it.
Oxyman says I saw a lady crying after a giant crane pooped on her windshield. Poor lady.
Are you trying to put some other thought in my head? Thank you for that. That was a good one. Oh, that's not Jackie. I thought that was Jackie's Jeep, but that's not Jackie getting in that Jeep. Just a bakery lover. All right, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy the sun. For those of you that have sun, Don, I know you get rain. Sorry about that, but you know, the rain will bring the flowers. They're coming. All right, guys. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.